All right, welcome back to another quick play baseball game. We're actually going to play and start a series here. I guess a small replay. And basically it's going to be the 1978 Dodgers from August the 15th to September 16th. And you can see here, I was looking through, and this is the Dodgers schedule. I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but if it'll show up. But August 15th is about here. I don't know if you can see, but they were tied at that point for the NL West lead. And if you go down to September 16th, which is here, you can see they're up 9 games at that point. So what in the world happened? That's what I want to know. And how did it happen? And can it happen again? So we're going to play the 78 Dodgers from August 15th to September 16th. And we'll see if they come out with the same record, better record. And we're going to be playing quick play baseball. So this might not be the most accurate version to play this particular replay, but that's what we're going to do. And mostly because I want to introduce pitching into quick play baseball. Now this is our pitching sheet here, and you can see, hopefully that'll catch there, but you can see there's a few interesting things, and I have a video just for this, so you can check out that video and it'll give you a little bit more information about how these ratings came to be. But you can see each team in the National League is rated for 1978. This is sort of where I'm starting, and the only season that's rated so far. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. I'd love to know, does it make any effect on the games? It should, but I'm not sure if it actually does. And so you can see here, there are individual ratings for pitchers. So these are your starters, and then you have 4 relievers. Here's your total overall team pitching rating. And then you have a starter rating and a reliever rating. If you can't remember these, I tried to align them with the starters and relievers here. So we're going to be using this, and first game is going to be Philly. Can't see that. So the Dodgers against the Phillies, these two teams here. And we have our 1978 batters here. So it'll be the Dodgers and the Phillies here. On paper, it shouldn't be close, but that's why we play the games, right? So both teams, we're just going to do a couple of different ways. The first thing I'm going to do for this first game is I'm just going to go with the overall pitching ratings for the team. So that's the number with the letter with the black box. So for the Dodgers, it's an A. For the Phillies, it's an A. And for baseball, pre 1990, most of the teams are going to be A's and B's. There might be some individual C's, but most of the teams are going to be playing at an A level. I also have a score sheet here, so I printed off several scorecards. So we're going to be keeping that as well. So it's going to be, I believe it's Dodgers at Phillies. Let's just double check. And it will be. So LA at Philadelphia is where we'll start. It'll be a 3-game set with the Phillies, and then they're off to New York. So let's get our stuff set up here. Okay. And got our situation cards. So let me just get myself situated here. Hadn't really thought about how I want to get this all set up. But we're going to have our situation cards. We'll zoom out a little, and we'll just flip those like this. We can do home team, away team, and here are all of our face cards. So hopefully we can get all those in the shot. Sorry for the setup. I realized I could have just hit the pause button and gotten this all set up, but this is how we're going to set this up for now. I have my these are my markers. They make good markers, just little dimes. And it's going to be Philly and LA. And if you're not familiar with how to play, I have some tutorial videos online about how to play quick play baseball. Get this over here and this over here. Okay, I think this is going to be a good setup. And we'll see. We have our teams up here, and so top of the first inning, Dodgers are up to bat. It's going to be they're going to have the bases loaded for 1, 2, 3, 4 for Ron Cey. Ron Cey is a star player, so that means a 9 or a 10 is going to be a base hit for him. So we flip. That's going to be an out. And the Dodgers cannot come through with bases loaded and nobody out. So the Phillies come up with a runner at second. And Greg Luzinski, he is a star +1. So let's see. And he also makes the out. So what we're going to do is shuffle these every 3 innings, and we'll the best way is to just do a little shuffle. So nothing major, just a little bit to turn these cards over. We'll do these every 3 innings as well. And top of the second inning, runner at first, nobody out, and that's going to be Dusty Baker at the plate. And Baker makes the out. Bottom of the second, nobody on, nobody out for Richie Hebner. Hebner makes the out, and the Dodgers, the Phillies don't score. So I'm glad that people receive quick play baseball so well. I think it's a really just a fun little game that you can sort of get into and out of pretty quickly. Here's the top of the third. 2 on and 2 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bill Russell to the plate for the Dodgers. And he grounds out. Can't get it done. You get a man on second, so leadoff double with nobody out, and that's going to be Bob Boone to the plate for the Phillies. Let's see what he's got. Oh, and there's a hit by Boone, and that's going to be a base knock. But it's not enough to do anything with only 1 out, so a base hit only moves the runner 1. So they get the base hit, but they can't push the run across. So after 3 innings, we are tied 0-0. We'll just do a little shuffling here. Nothing too heavy or laborious on the shuffling, just make sure you get the cards shuffled. The key to the cards and the shuffling is that you want to be able to have all the opportunities. So if you just put that hit down at the bottom, you've effectively erased 1 hit opportunity. So it changes all of the percentages if you don't add that back in as a real possibility. So that's the thinking on that. All right, so we get a runner at third for the Dodgers starting off the 4th inning. and 1 out. So 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be Steve Garvey to the plate. He's a star player. So a 9 or a 10 for him is a base knock, and we get a 9. And let's see what he's got. That's gonna be a king. That's gonna be a triple, and that's a run scoring triple. And the Dodgers get on the board with their first run of the game. Just mark that down that Garvey had a run scoring triple. And here come the Phillies. They come back with runners at first and third. 1, 2, 3, 4. Larry Boa to the plate. And he makes the out. Probably grounded into a double play there. And so they get out of the inning with no runs. So the Dodgers take the lead going into the 5th inning. They're up 1-0 on the Steve Garvey triple. I don't know much about Garvey, how likely it is that he hit a triple, but triples exist in this game. It's sort of a quasi-fictional universe in some ways. Real players, but definitely a different sort of playing style. We got 1 runner on in order to start the 5th inning for the Dodgers, and it's going to be Rick Monday. Monday makes the out, so the Dodgers go down in the 5th. Nobody on, nobody out. Mike Schmidt up to the plate for the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. He flies out. That's going to be getting them out of the inning. We go to the 6th inning. Score is still tied. I'm not tied. It's the Dodgers are up 1-0. Again, we're doing a replay of the '78 Dodgers from August 15th to September 16th. Bases loaded. Bases loaded. Nobody on and 2 outs. 1, 2, 3. Davey Lopes comes to the plate. And no hit there. So the Dodgers go down in the top of the 6th. Here is the Philly, bottom of the 6th. 2 on. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be Jim Morrison for the Phillies, bottom of the order. And he can't come through. So that's a big scoring opportunity for the Phillies that they leave on the table. And let's reshuffle everything one more time. Then you can choose how often you want to shuffle or not shuffle. You know, the less shuffling you do, the speedier the game goes. I still think even with the shuffling, it's going to, I don't know, take you 6 or 8 minutes to go through, which is a pretty quick game. So let's do that, and just for appearance's sake, we will shuffle the base cards. So here is the top of the 7th inning. Dodgers get a runner at third with 2 outs. Steve Garvey back to the plate. He had an RBI triple back in the 4th inning. And he can't come through here. So the Dodgers go down in the 7th. No runs. The Phillies get a runner on first with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. So 1, 2, 3. Larry Boa back to the plate. There's a hit for Boa. And a big double for Larry Boa. Unfortunately, with only 1 out. 1, 2. They wind up with runners at second and third. So they get the big hits, but they just can't get them big enough or with 2 outs so that they get more bases. So the Phillies are knocking at the door. They just can't get that run home. It's still down 1-0. Then we go to the 8th inning. Dodgers up 1-0 over the Phillies. This is a 1978 replay. We'll slide her into there. And 8th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Dodgers. 1, 2, 3, 4. The pitcher spot's going to come up. And that's going to be a big 0, so they get the bases loaded, can't push any runs across. Nobody on and 2 out for the Phillies, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3. It's Richie Hebner back to the plate. Hebner can't get the base hit, and so the Phillies go down in the 8th. They got one more shot. So we go to the 9th inning. It's 1-0. Dodgers holding on to a very slim lead. Again, we're playing just the A-rated pitching staffs here. The whole staff, not the starters and relievers, although I'll switch that up and sometimes use starters, sometimes use relievers. So if you missed the first of the video, go back. I'm using a pitching for Quick Play Baseball, which is not something that most people have seen yet. Dodgers get the bases loaded again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dusty Baker to the plate, and let's see if he can come through with the hit, and he cannot. A little pop-up ends the inning, and the Dodgers go out. So they've got 1 run, clinging to a 1-run lead against the Phillies. 1978. Phillies get a man in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. So here's 1, 2, 3. It's going to be Jim Morrison to the plate. And again, Morrison comes up empty. So that's your ball game. 1-0. The Dodgers win over the Phillies. All right, I think that's where I'm going to stop here. I will do more of these replays as time goes along, but that's a good start. So the Dodgers start off their replay 1-0 as they go on the road and they beat Philadelphia. I believe they won that game as well. What was the real life score? The real life score was a 5-4 win. Rao over Ruthven, and Routson got the save in that game. So still a 1-run win. Not as many runs scored as in real life, but still a 1-run win, and the Dodgers keep pace with their real life. If you have any questions, again, I'm using the pitching, which is something new, so check that out. There's a video that I will just posted explaining how the pitching works for Quick Play Baseball. So if you don't know, or you're a little bit confused by that, go back and watch the video. You'll sort of get the understanding, the philosophy, the practical workings out of the pitching. And if you have any questions or comments about the game, I will be posting more of these. So if you want more, I'll be posting more. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and you'll get notified whenever I do post those new videos. And I think that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.